sports. It's in the game.
Boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hands.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl IV. The Giants offense ready to begin this 2024 campaign. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard at 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Jones. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing Jones. Open man is the rookie, Theo Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Here's a give up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. This 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to about the 37.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people that miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down line, and it's 2nd and 4. they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past. Jones throwing to start the drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Look at the throw. Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And they can get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime. Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. The Giants offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. They got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 5-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 180 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants take the opening. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's closing. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The Giants on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The New York set to take the field. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff running through the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here's Jones to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Jones looking around. And he is going to lose yardage here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
today. From Commanders Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jayden Daniels and the Washington Commanders taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome, as we come to you from Commanders Field here in Landover, Maryland. The Giants offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in Week 1. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Second and a couple. Operating from the gun. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the...
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
78 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back to throw. Jones.
That one taken in by Neighbors.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. According to the head linesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants go nearly the length of the field.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd down and 6 now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Steps away.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
F-18,
Here's Jones on 1st down.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And quickly they get to the line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their 1st possession of the 2nd half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And now they're in the hurry up. Jones off the play fake.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Back to throw. Jones.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, Jones. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. And the Giants ready to come out now. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had...
Okay, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
Let's go. Let's go. 6.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
This ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.